very outset of this campaign, we made certain that classrooms were the priority for the bricks and mortar projects. What families admire most about the school is the teachers and the quality of teaching in the classroom. The communities that teachers build inside those classrooms. A community of learners in which the teacher herself or himself is learning as much as the children, and face-to-face interaction will always be at the heart of a Forsyth education. It's where kids learn to speak with civility, listen to each other respectfully, learn the difference between debate and rancor. It really is, the epicenter of what a Forsyth education means. Improving the spaces where teachers and kids can build that community of learners is the most important thing that we can do for them. There are also the kind of sustaining powers of an endowment that allow a school or any organization to perform research, if you will, in this case, to make it possible for children to have sort of opportunities that extend them beyond the curriculum they encounter in the classroom.
Fifth graders are active learners, so challenges would be having places for them to move around to learn, places where they can act out things, places where they can debate. I don't have any place to help that child without being in the way of the other children. If I have a child who is going to do enrichment, we put them in the locker room sometimes. If I want to do a writing conference, I don't have any place to do it. We'll be able to do projects and have projects be ongoing and have those projects happening in one place while kids are doing something else in another place. We'll be able to display things, projects, posters, things kids are working on, and things that are just interesting in math and social studies. We'll be able to have conferences that are private, have morning meetings with more than just 12 or 24 kids if we need to.
The thing that we're most excited about is that we're hoping to have a resource room, a room that's open for small, quiet groups for students to go into, a place where Mrs. Bosler and I can share our books for book clubs. The excitement about new and bigger classrooms is absolutely palatable with the children. You can feel the air of excitement, the size of the rooms, that there's going to be a quiet lounge type of gathering area. This morning in morning meeting, as we were wrapping up, they were talking about they're going to get to be the first class to go to Next House.
In the spring of 2010, unfortunately, one of my fine students from the class of 2004 passed away, Nicholas Aaron Aiken, and his parents made the best of a very, very sad situation by starting an artisan residence program here at Forsyth School, which is very unusual for an elementary school. The artisan residence program has been amazing for the 5th grade art program. Each year is a very different program. The first year a mosaic, second year was an adobe sculpture, third year we did giant self-portraits, and it's just been an incredible experience for kids to meet a professional artist, see that artist's work with that artist, and gain a whole different perspective on what art is all about.
So I'm going to travel with an organization called We Teach in China. The current directors have been there for over 15 years, I believe. There are 14 area teachers, and then we'll meet up with other teachers from Canada, other parts of the United States and Australia, and we'll spend 50 hours teaching adult teachers conversational English skills for young elementary students. They really want Chinese children to be able to look at China from the inside and to step outside and look at their country. So I feel like what an opportunity to go, view the United States through the eyes of someone else. And to be able to represent, teachers of the United States of America, to represent Forsyth, and knowing that they will watch every move I make, every word I say, and they say a lot of times we'll be the first Americans that some people will ever meet. So I'm meeting with these amazing teachers and already have things I'm using now and haven't even left yet. Specific things, like we do Chinese New Year, so of course I'll have a much deeper understanding of the Chinese New Year. I'm going to tour a silk factory in Shanghai, and we use play silks here in the classrooms, where I talked to Gary, and we're going to do silkworms next year to actually see how silk is made. And make sure I address all the learning styles, so auditory, kinesthetic, and the visual, with everything I do. So I have to use all of those skills at once, which is what, ideally the perfect teacher would do all the time, especially with little ones. I'm so excited, I am humbled, I am thrilled, I'm so grateful to be able to do this.
I really do believe that the long-range implications of this campaign are that we will have achieved two kinds of permanence, both geographical and then, importantly, financial permanence. I think we've taken a very bold step with the commitment we've made for capital campaign dollars to our endowment. We've retired the open question of can we remain where we are. We can, in good faith, look into the future and say that Forsyth will be here for another 50 and more years.